Welcome, alchemists. I'm Spiritus Flumen, and today we're going to discuss an alchemical ritual that can help during times when you're feeling small or powerless. Now remember, in our brand of alchemy, the word ritual is stripped of any religious or theological associations. We simply use the word in the sense that it's a formal, repetitive series of symbolic actions performed in a set order. Even so, if you're still uncomfortable with calling it a ritual, simply substitute the word exercise or meditation. It's all good. Because I believe in giving credit where it's due, the bulk of this ritual is borrowed, with a few personal modifications, from the Kabbalistic cross portion of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Again, though, you don't have to practice or even necessarily believe in ceremonial magic for this to work. To begin with, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Stand comfortably with your hands at your side and your head bowed. Now, take a long, slow breath and focus entirely on how it feels just to be standing there. Feel the solidity of the ground beneath your feet, how firm and immovable it is. When you exhale, picture roots sprouting out from the soles of your feet. Continue breathing deeply and calmly as you visualize the roots snaking far down into the earth. See them wrapping around massive boulders far beneath the surface and anchoring you with their weight. Once you see that, on your next inhale, visualize brilliant white light pulsing up through the roots and into your body. When you exhale, feel the light you pulled up from the earth filling you inside. Feel yourself growing larger as it nourishes you, and then take another long, slow breath. The next time you exhale, visualize yourself growing taller, about 3 to 4 feet larger than your normal height. Inhale again, and on the next exhale, see yourself growing taller still. You now tower above your yard or home, looking down from the treetops at it. Inhale, and on the exhale you grow even taller, now looking down upon your town or city from high above, consciously aware of how your legs have elongated and, despite how tall you are, that your feet are still anchored firmly to the ground. By this point, and perhaps with some practice, you should not only visualize yourself as a towering colossus, but you should also be feeling larger as well. As soon as you begin to feel like you're physically taller, you'll want to form the OK sign with your fingers. Honestly, you can form any shape you like, but I use this one because it has a meaning the subconscious has already been programmed to recognize. It's OK. From this point on, you'll want to continue holding that hand gesture as you move through the rest of the meditation. Inhale and exhale deeply and slowly. Each time you exhale, you grow a little taller while your feet continue to be planted on the ground far below. You grow to the point that your head is in the clouds, and then to where you're towering above the earth itself. Exhale, and the earth recedes below you, and the Milky Way galaxy spirals around your legs. Another breath, another exhalation, and the universe itself recedes until your legs stand within a pool of densely packed stars, nebulas, and galaxies, with you directly in the center. Around you is the empty darkness of whatever exists beyond the borders of the known universe, but distantly above you is a shimmering white light. From this point when you exhale, rather than growing taller, the light descends down through the void to meet you until it radiates just above your head. It should be about the size of a dinner plate, though it can be larger. Basically, just accept whatever comes into your mind. But you need to try to picture it as clearly as you can, to the point where you can feel its presence above you. And when you're ready, take a slow breath, and as you exhale, see the light streaming down all around, but also through you. It infuses your entire being with its warm, relaxing, and cleansing light, chasing away any traces of your shadow self. From here, it's just a matter of how long you wish to spend communing with the healing light, but when you finally do end the meditation, allow your hand to return to its normal position. Now, you don't need to necessarily have to do this ritual daily unless you want to, but it should be done on a fairly regular basis. Every time you go through the steps, make sure to form the OK sign once you begin feeling massive. The reason for this is that we're training our subconscious minds to link a physical gesture to a state of consciousness. Because the gesture is a physical symbol, it is already in the language the subconscious understands, symbolism. And, more importantly, it's a language the subconscious accepts. Yes, this is a form of conditioning. It's like Pavlov's dogs drooling when they hear the bell ring, or how you often feel a sense of dread when you see a police car in your rearview mirror, even though you're not breaking any laws. But we're using this psychological conditioning for transformational growth. Once your subconscious has linked the OK gesture with the feeling of being tall, powerful, relaxed, and in control, you can call upon it whenever you're feeling small, powerless, or anxious about something. You form the symbol with your hand, and your subconscious reacts accordingly, releasing the same feelings you experienced during the meditation. Because it's such a slight gesture, it's even possible to bolster your confidence during an important meeting or job interview by holding your hand below desk level and making the symbol. Once you've got this simple alchemical process down and understand its principles, you can also apply it in other aspects of your life as well. Your subconscious can associate any state of mind with any symbolic gesture if you simply take the time to teach it to do so. You just want to make sure every gesture is unique so the subconscious isn't receiving mixed messages. And that's alchemy. You're transmuting your emotions from something base, feeling small and powerless, into the gold of feeling large and in charge. Now, I'd like to take a moment to ask if you're receiving any type of value from these videos that you consider help supporting this work by either making a purchase from our merch store with the link in the comments, or simply liking and sharing this video. Another option, if you would like to submit this, is to purchase a copy of my book, The Inner Crucible, Arcane Spells and Rites of Spiritual Alchemy. Now, none of this is never expected, but it's always appreciated. I don't believe transformational or spiritual knowledge should be locked away behind a prohibitive paywall where only those who can afford it can access it, so my content will always remain free regardless. Until next time, keep practicing that subconscious programming, and feel free to let me know how it's going in the comments section. And thank you for spending this time in the inner chamber with me. Walk in peace and light, my friend.